Well, hello, Woodridge family. So excited to be with you this weekend, and a special hello to our house church communities. I hope this finds you well. This weekend, we are going to continue our deep dive into Psalm 37, a psalm that I love deeply and was actually a psalm spoken over me, given to me at an early season in my spiritual journey and pastorate when frankly, I was frustrated. I saw some things happening at the hands of people who were lovers of God that just seemed like anything but being lovers of God. I saw control. I saw some things that were really frustrating. And as a result of me being too laser sharp focused on what was happening with them, I started to become distracted from my own call, distracted from the things that I was called to, distracted from my own identity as I was focusing on all the things that I thought were wrong. I don't know about you, but I know in my own walk, distraction can be a real hindrance to joy and to my purpose of doing what is right. And that's what I love about Psalm 37, is written by David. David is talking not just about people in ministry or out of ministry who may do wrong things or bad things. He's actually talking about evildoers, like those who are bent on doing evil, doing things that are destructive. And so whether or not we find ourselves fixating on people who are doing things knowingly or unknowingly that are hurtful, or people who are seeking to advance wickedness, the reality is that we can all get frustrated and depleted, and we can start to get our eyes so focused on them that not only are we angry and frustrated and judging those individuals, we can start to long to have what those individuals have. We can start to want to be jealous almost of what they have. Like, why is somebody who is evil doing? Why do they have wealth? Why do they have power? Why do they have blessing? And we can start to ruminate on that. And so this weekend, we're going to start to talk a little bit about that as we break down the first 6 verses with special emphasis on the word trust. So in this psalm, David says in verse 3a and again in 5b to trust in the Lord, to actually get your focus off of what is going wrong and the evildoers and fretting and being not only critical of them, but almost jealous of them. Get your eyes off of them and trust the Lord and do what is right. He said, do the right things. So while you may be aware that people are doing wrong things, that's not your responsibility. God is our great vindicator. God is the judge of all people. And while we may have very deep feelings and frustrations about people who do wrong, or as David says, evildoers, our responsibility is to do the right things and outshine the wrong things, to be so bold in our proclamation of Jesus, so passionate about our passion for Jesus, so committed to keeping our eyes on the things of God, that even if the evildoers are doing what they're doing, the reality is that we trust in the vindication and the justice of God to make right the wrong things. And so I'm hoping that as you think about this psalm, as you look at the preaching this weekend, but then as you pour over the 5 questions that I gave you, that you'll start to think a little bit more about, where have I been distracted? Where might have I even been jealous of somebody who I know is a corrupt person, but it seems like they're so blessed that they just have everything that it makes me frustrated? Where are places where you've needed to get your gaze away from the evildoers, and where it's starting to take up purchase in you, and where can you start to get your eyes focused back on the Lord? So that's where we're going. Psalm 37 with the focus word trust, meaning taking our eyes off of the things and the people that are not trustworthy, putting our eyes on him who is trustworthy, and focusing on what God promises. There are several promises in those first 6 verses that I think can also give us some real encouragement and joy as we wait upon our vindicator to handle the things that seem grossly unfair in our nation, in our personal lives, in our ministry lives, in our world. God cares about us. And he cares about those who are doing wrong. But the reality is that each one of us has a choice, a free will. And today, my prayer as you watch this is for your will, your focus, your eyes to be set on what is doing right rather than those who are doing wrong. So I hope you enjoy this service on Psalm 37. Take care. Bye-bye.